Paul. Yes, I'm just looking at this fiction of law, see fiction, an assumption of law, yes, that something which is false is true, or the supposition that certain facts, yeah, have existed when in actuality they haven't. Facts did exist or they didn't exist. Was I in Brennan, Washington on or about June 16th of 2017, or was I not there? Pooh. Are the facts of the criminal complaint true or are they false? Is this all fiction that you just decide to make up? Certain fictions are assumed in law in order to accomplish justice. Now, it gives the impression that we allow for the fictions in law, yes, to prove justice. Oh. Now, let's see. I wasn't in Sequim, Washington, but you wouldn't admit the evidence. But you had to make up a story and you had to get paid to have me arrested. And your thought was, well, make up another fiction, yes, that he was in Brennan, Washington on or about June 16th and that he cyberstalked. But you don't let me see the fiction. Pooh. Now, exactly what justice are you trying to accomplish? You have the fiction that you don't have to protect due process rights, even though the state court website says that you do. Yes. In fact, I went through that literature about the respondent and the plaintiff and confirmation of being at court hearings, and if you're not there, it's a contempt of court, and you don't get to have the order issued unless you acknowledge it. Yes. The pro se litigants. That's right. Now, you're one of these oaths of office in any state of the United States and you have knowledge of this? Yeah. You have to provide a bond to be able to be in office. Why don't you give me the bonds of those that are elected to any city, county, tribal government, state, or the federal government? I'd like to know the employees of every bonding agency in every state of the United States. And I know they don't care if you get elected or not. Of course, they're very nice because they're salespersons. Yes, they are. And they always congratulate you. Congratulations for being the sheriff. And exactly how much is that insurance premium for the bond that was issued? Because I don't think you have to put up your own actual money. You pay like $200 or $300 a year to have a $5,000 bond. Really, it doesn't. Well, why don't you get me all the bonds and then get me those that sold the bonds? Because I'd like to know who they are, and I'd like to know the employees of each and every bonding insurance company everywhere in this nation. Now, it seems that you don't take seriously your oath of office. You allow for the fiction of arresting the wrong people for the wrong crimes at the wrong time for the wrong reason. Pouch! And in your mind, you can make up any fucking story you want. But I'll sue all the bonding agents. Now, this $5,000 bond that you have to put up to be an elected oath of office in the United States in the state legislature, or is it a $25,000 bond? Because I'm just going to want to know who you purchased that bond from, because when I get to suing for the actual bond to have you removed from office, I'll sue those that issue the fucking bond. Now get me every employee of all the bonds, of all the oaths of office, everywhere in the United States. I'd like to know the last 40 years of bonding agents for those that got elected to office, okay? Because you're fiction.